Hi fam, welcome to my channel. If this is the first time you're stopping by, my name is Alicia and it's really nice to meet you. For my returning fam, I miss you all so much. Hope everybody's doing well. Today is December 1st as I'm recording this, 2025, but as you guys know, time is fluid. So whenever this reading reaches you, it's meant for you. I'm doing something a little bit different. My gifts have been just popping off, and my downloads that I get pretty much on a regular have been increasing so much. And so my guides keep encouraging me to write everything down. That way I don't forget things and I can kind of work that into the reading. How I'm going to do that is I'm just going to go through as many of these spiritual downloads I feel intuitively I want to share at this point. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a reading. Does the reading reflect the spiritual downloads? Probably will, because I'm tapping into an energy, right? I'm channeling an energy. So that can definitely happen. Or this can just be confirmation on your journey. As I say these things, you're going to be like, holy crap, that's a pattern. I've seen that synchronistic thing so many times. That means something. It does mean something. It means you're aware. It means that you're tuned in, that you're very intuitive. And it's important to pay attention to those signs that you're getting from your higher self, from your team, from the divine. Again, I'm Alicia. I am a psychic medium. I'm a seer. I'm a high priestess. I am a healer. I do work with the light. I do not work with dark arts. So if that's your kind of channel, you've reached the wrong channel. However, I have a lot of dark art people who are freaking stalking my ass and want to know all about it so they can try to manipulate. All they're doing is fucking themselves up. So, it is what it is. I got a few new decks I want to be using for your reading today. The first one is this Universal Rider-Waite deck. It is golden. It is beautiful. I've always wanted something like this that kind of had, but then of course pink is one of my favorite mini colors. So I'm going to be using that as my main tarot deck. And then I got a couple oracle decks. This one was calling to me. I don't love the way that it shuffles because the make of the cards, but it is what it is. It was really affordable. It's called Love Vibes Oracle Cards by Lunafora. Of course, I got all these decks on Amazon. We love Amazon. What's the Vibe is the other one. And if you love my t-shirt, I am going to definitely try to remember. No, I will. I'm going to get his info. He's an amazing artist that I follow. 808 is based on the musician or DJ that he is partnered with, but his name is Mad.artistik. I hope I'm saying that right. He's amazing. So I got a couple of new t-shirts. I'm a t-shirt queen, and I couldn't wait to get a couple of his t-shirts. It was really hard. I literally wanted to buy one of every single one. I said, Alicia, put it back. You can get it another time. So, but I got two. I got it in large, so it's a little big. Not like here or anything like that. Just the length is a little bit big. So I'm definitely a medium, but it's 100% cotton. As much as I wear my t-shirts, it's going to shrink. So it kind of gives me room for shrinkage. So yeah, I'm going to link that in my description box. Also, if this is the first time you're stopping by, just do me a favor, hit that like button right now. That way you get it out of the way. Hit the subscribe bell. That way you're notified of all my content that posts. In my description box where you're going to find this artist's link to his social media. You're also going to see a donation link with my Cash App. It would be great if you feel, that you want to contribute. It helps me to grow my channel for the time that I put in. So thank you. Okay, some spiritual downloads. So this all started on, well, I get them all the time, but this is when I wanted to do this was November 28th. I've been getting a lot of there's a message coming in, there's communication that needs to be spoke. I see a lot of blue jays. I see blue everywhere. Sometimes I'll go about my day and I'll pick my color for the day, and I already know which chakra that's linked to and what that chakra means in my journey. And I've been seeing a lot of blue, which is throat chakra. That's all about communication. I keep getting message in a bottle. Everybody knows of that movie. If you don't know of that movie with Kevin Costner, go watch it. It is a love movie where two people find each other in a very unusual way. She finds these beautiful letters written by a guy who she ends up putting together after linking all the messages. She wasn't the only one to find it. Other people found these messages or these letters in a bottle. And so she became like her own detective because she worked for a paper somewhere in a big city. I want to say it's like Chicago or something like that. But anyways, could be New York, not quite sure. And she became a detective and finally, you know, found who they were coming from. And anyways, they have like a love story that kind of unfolds. It's beautiful. I really feel like, and in that movie, he was a sailor. He made sailboats. He was a professional sailor. Like, so obviously when I kept getting the download for message in a bottle, I kept getting a vision of a sailboat. A nice one. Then I was taken to the movie 50 Shades of Grey. It's not the first one. I believe it's the second one where he takes Anna, Christian Grey takes Anna on his boat that he had made for his, and he named it after his mom. Beautiful sailboat. Like, so somebody here, collective, that's connected to you, could like to sail or has a really, really nice sailboat. Sailing is definitely like big here. It could be linked to this message that wants to come through to you, collective, this communication. They wanted me to go into the 50 Shades of Grey. It's definitely a part of somebody's story. You know, you have a masculine here that has he has selective taste. And, you know, he did certain things in his journey to control falling in love. And that was basically hiring these females to have sexual relations in the most, I'm trying to find a word to articulate it. It's like he was just very selective, like his sexual, you know, fetishes and things like that were different, probably to the extreme. Oh, Lord. This person's heart space was really closed off. You know, Christian's heart space was really closed off due to his childhood wounding, due to the situation that he had with his mother. And so he would find girls that looked like his mother and then want to punish them sexually, yes, but just punish them, period, because he got off on it. And it was a way in his mind that he thought he was healing his childhood wounding. He wasn't healing it at all. And Anastasia basically came in with this authentic, you know, virgin-like spirit, very bold, had very strong boundaries because she knew her worth. And she really helped Christian Grey to open up his heart space, which was something that he wasn't used to operating out of. You know, he was used to paying women for, you know, his sexual, it was just all a control thing for him. When I was at work this week, we didn't have a provider this particular day. I heard, "You are not the father." I heard it I heard it very clearly. Everybody knows what that statement is from. It's from a talk show, Maury, I think it was. And he would always do paternity tests for couples, and they would come on his show and basically, you know, out to the whole world if they were the father or not the father. And I heard, "You are not the father." So it was really clear and loud. I actually said it out loud at work, which is not something I typically do, but yeah. So they wanted me to like circle back with that thought process. I don't know if you were watching some of my past videos that just uploaded, but I talked about somebody Definitely either getting pregnant soon, or is already pregnant, or is getting ready to birth like a creative project or a business. And this was confirmed for me on Thanksgiving because for Thanksgiving, I was really lucky in the fact that I didn't have to cook this year. So met up with my family, went to my grandmother's country club, and we had dinner. And so me and my daughter were like taking pictures because we got all dressed up before we left. And she kept putting her hand on my belly as we were taking photos. And so we would go to review the photos to see if we needed to take another one or whatever. And she's like, why do I keep putting my hand on your belly? And I was like, I don't know. But then Spirit was like, this is confirmation of what you were talking about somebody getting pregnant. Because like, what do you do when you're pregnant? Like, you usually like put your hand on your belly. It's just like a thing. Also, I've been getting a lot of spirit animal references. One is the snake and the other one is the horse. Now, we are in the year of the snake. So that's all about, you know, shedding that old skin, transforming things that no longer serve us, and elevating, we hope, right? Not for everybody, but we hope for most. And then the year of the horse is for 2026. So 2025 is the year of the snake and 2026 is the year of the horse. That might mean something to you. You might have this as your Chinese astrology. It might resonate. Please take the message that resonates here, the spiritual downloads that resonate, and leave what doesn't. I don't want you to think that this has, it might have a flow to your story. It might all resonate. It might be bits and pieces because I'm reading for a huge collective energy here. So yeah. What is the horse? The horse is all about moving forward. Okay. So the year of 2026 collective, that is what it's going to be for you. It's going to be about everything that has ended in 2025 that no longer serves you. And now you're elevating to a higher timeline and you're going to be shifting into moving forward in your life collective. And that's what the year of the horse is going to bring for you. It's going to be movement forward, taking action. I've also been getting a lot of downloads about somebody finding out that they were adopted, or maybe they always knew that they were adopted, or maybe their parents always knew that they were adopted. I mean, their adoptive parents knew that they were always adopted, but they never really told this person. I've been getting it a lot. Somebody was adopted, and I know because I'm a nurse. So I had a patient came in and I was asking to update medical history, and this patient was like, I don't know because I'm adopted. And I was like, bingo, that's confirmation. I've also been seeing a lot of patterns of an expression called a chef's kiss. So a chef's kiss, that's being downloaded a lot. I've been seeing more than 3 times of that pattern coming through. So 3s might mean something to you. I really feel like a lot of big shifts are happening right now across the board with the collective and abundance. There is a song called Now I'm on the Outside Looking In. This is now where we're getting probably a little karmic, but we're going to see when we start getting into all that information. But there's definitely somebody on the outside now looking in where they used to be on the inside and they're not anymore. Not too happy about that. I've also been seeing a lot of patterns of the word swiftly coming up in my 3D reality more than once. So that can mean something for you, the word swiftly. I've been getting a lot in my past readings for you guys collective of the sun card. So the other day I heard the song Walking on Sunshine. Oh, we're walking on sunshine. Oh, and it's time to feel good. It's from the movie Success with Michael J. Fox. That might mean something to your journey. Sorry, I'm not a singer, but you know, pretend to be. So yeah, I just went into the download for 2025, year of the snake, shedding the skin. In the year of 2026, the horse takes action and moves forward. Okay. So for quite a while, there's been a lot of information coming my way about a secret society, a cult, one that definitely, harvests energies off of healers, light workers, children. There is information about a man who is practicing candle magic, sex magic. This is somebody who would classify himself as a warlock. This is something that he might say or he might not say it. He's definitely being guided by this secret society, this cult. This person has a gambling issue. This person likes to drink. They were sending a lot of energy collective to drain your bank account, your energy. Ring, symbolism of the ring is involved in this. This person is now not doing well. They're very sick, could be going through organ failure. The higher ups, like higher officials, like detectives, have a lot of facts and clues on this situation. It's just basically lower frequencies that have been trying to manipulate people's free will to gain what they would see in their mind as power. And the thing is they don't have that power. They might get this instant satisfaction that the spell work that they're doing is actually succeeding in the 3D. But what they don't realize is that they just set their fate, because it always comes back. That's why these people don't look very healthy, because they try to harvest the energy off of others. And when they are getting low on manifestations in their life, they go back and they try to emotionally manipulate these people again, so that they can try to seek manifestations, so that they can try to see it in their 3D reality, and they're not. So collective, you're very protected. Poetic justice was coming through. There's a lot of darkness coming to light. There's a lot of judgment across the board happening right now. These energies have been trying to cover their tracks, but they're being seen and they're experiencing mad endings in their 3D reality. So I kept getting information about the Truman Show. So I don't know if you know about that movie with Jim Carrey. He is highly awoke, by the way. Just love him. It's like, on the Truman Show, he was the only real person. Like, everybody else was fake. Everybody else was an illusion. His world was an illusion. And it was all built around him so that they can create the show and make money off of it. See? Harvesting off of him to make money for themselves. That's basically how it is. And now this you collective, it's like you're seeing everything for what it really is. Like, it's coming to light. And there is definitely a copycat energy. This is somebody who will catfish others, pretending to be somebody else. You are the bridge, collective, of light. And these people are attention seekers. Kept getting that. They were flaunting in their ego. But like I have mentioned a couple times on my past videos, they didn't heed the warning. They're actually still doing it. It's not smart, because the universe doesn't work like that. Karma is a real thing. What you put out comes back to you. And you don't know who you're putting that out on. You don't know their ancestors. Just got confirmation. I just got a notification on my phone. The collective, you don't have to do anything. You don't need to fear. You don't need to worry. You don't need to try to get revenge. No. This is just for you to be discerning and just for you to be aware that this judgment is coming down. There's been a lot of spiritual warfare going on, but somebody's going to jail. Somebody's going to prison. I've been hearing it for a long time. Something that they thought wasn't going to be found is going to be found. You can't go messing with people's free will and try to emotionally manipulate people and steal and try to do harm to people without getting that back on you tenfold. It's not good. So that's it for my spiritual downloads. All right, Spirit, let me take a sip of my... Spirit, what do you have for the collective? What is the reading for them today? This new deck is very slippery right here. This golden deck is really slippery. Oh! So we have the Knight of Pentacles. Just gonna lay out some energy, guys, and then I'm gonna read for you. Death card. I was just really drawn to the Knight of Pentacles, to the Pentacle, obviously. Oh, it has the Pentagon on there. The heel. And then we have the Death card come out. That's Scorpio energy, by the way. That's a major arcana. I'm already getting an energy, so I'm just going to lay down a few things and we're going to see if... Ooh, like I said, this deck is very slippery. Yeah. Okay, so right away we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Death card, the Two of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. This is the energy that I'm telling you about. This is collective, somebody who was coming towards you with an offer and it wasn't a good offer. This is somebody who is being blocked with the Two of Swords. They are being put in a state of confusion. And the Seven of Wands, you're very highly protective collective. So they're going through, I mean, the Death card is here. So that's about transformation. That's about dying so that you can be reborn. Things were moving really slow because of this energy manipulation. And then we have the Chariot that came out, another major arcana. Yeah, things were moving slow, collective. There was a lot of confusion going on. You were protected. Now you're moving forward and you're walking away from what doesn't serve you. You are walking away from that. We have Scorpio out twice. It's involving an Emperor, which is Aries energy. You know what's hidden? How protected you are. Like, these people don't understand how protected you are. Like, they done fucked up. Like, not good. You're the boss. You're the emperor. So you just sit back and you relax, collective, with the Four of Swords. You take in all that healing energy right now. What's what and who's who? What's the vibe? Let's get down some oracle cards. Antisocial in your feelings, silent treatment left out. So antisocial in your feelings, silent treatment left out came out. Epiphany, self-reflection, answer questions, untapped talents. Yeah, you guys could be figuring out all this information. You can be having some of the same downloads that I was having. You can be very antisocial. You can have your energy pulled back right now. These people are getting left out. Antisocial. You guys are having epiphanies. Longing, missing you, let's talk, reunion. Somebody is longing for you, collective, missing you. They want to talk. I told you, message in a bottle, communication. They're daydreaming, head in the clouds, delusion, hopes and dreams. There is a masculine, and it is a divine masculine. Divine just means of the light, means awoken, okay? And this is a masculine who is awoken, and I've got goosebumps. I mean, if you were to see, my hairs are standing up right now. I have goosebumps all over. This is somebody who is coming in, collective. They are part of your soul contract. This is somebody who they're telling me is meant to protect you. I mean, you're already protected with or without this person, but it's for more protection. You know, as feminines, we are operating in the spiritual realm, and then the masculines are in the 3D realm, you know, protecting us. So this masculine feels very protective over you. I mean, there's an emperor here. This is the boss. This is Aries energy. So I feel like this energy that I was, you know, getting channeled downloads on, they're drowning. Now, they don't want that to be seen with the moon card here. Like, they don't want their actions to be seen or how it truly is, but they're drowning. They're over your head, overextended, and they're hitting rock bottom. Collective, you're very nurturing, okay? This is like Queen of Cups energy with this Oracle card. It shows a man talking to a child. It's like you're very nurturing. You're a mentor. You bring a lot of wisdom and you give back to others. You're a chosen one. You're an earth angel. You're a healer. That's who they were fucking with. That's who they were sending manipulation and magic to. And now all that stuff is coming back onto them. And they wonder why they're hitting rock bottom. And they're still doing it. It's okay, because those actions are going to be their final. So just send them love and light. Yeah. There is a masculine energy, authority, discipline, a father figure that just came out on my table. I'm telling you, there is somebody, and this is the first time I've ever seen this deck. So, I mean, look at this card. Somebody is huge and they feel very protective over you, collective, like big time. Could have tattoos. Not like little tattoos, like big tattoos on their body. Sleeves, big pieces on their back, on their chest. There was running going on with this masculine. A lot of escape, denial, excuses. Follow your dreams, collective. Make up your mind, believing in yourself, possibilities. Yeah, a narcissist, egotistical, opportunist, fragile. Yep, that goes here. Endless possibilities. I think I just made that up. I was thinking of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Endless possibilities. Nope. Yeah. This narcissist has a lot of toxic energy. They argue. They have a lot of drama. They're just very incompatible. There's no way they're going to get access to you, collective. No way. Nor anybody that they're connected to. And anybody that signs up to do work with them, to come at you, is going to have karma too. Oh boy. Suffering in silence, unspoken desires, real feelings, broken dreams. Yeah, somebody is stuck, has no options, there's no forgiveness, and they're trapped. They're trapped in their own lower energy that they created them damn self. You can hate somebody so much, but really what you're saying is that you hate yourself. When you project hatred onto somebody else, it means you have no love for yourself. It means you hate yourself. Just know that. So let's get some oracles here from this love vibes. Collective, the same page. You want the same thing and you're both showing up accordingly. You're aligned emotionally and energetically. That's you and this masculine energy. There's a possibility. Somebody's coming to protect you. breaking up, whether it's official or emotional, a break has happened. What once held you together can no longer hold your growth. Okay, so collective, I'm reading off of this oracle card. Like, you could have ended a cycle in your life, a way of being. Like, an old self has died. You can't go back to that timeline. You've elevated to a new timeline. So every time you try to go back to that timeline, it's like, no, the universe is like, it doesn't even align anything for you because you can't go back. It's like in the movie The Matrix. Like, once you've seen, you can't go back and unsee, right? There can be people that have broke your heart on that timeline, who definitely you have put up certain boundaries with that are no longer coming back. Yeah, somebody definitely has tattoos. A man. I hear the most like craziest things sometimes. This is a connection where you're going to feel collective very comfortable. This is the kind of connection that doesn't require performing, okay? You can be easily yourself. You can be messy, you can be quiet, you can be soft, you can be strong and still feel accepted. You guys can both love coffee. There's a possibility. Sorry, I keep hearing that. I like these decks. Getting used to using them. So, collective, you're done settling. You're no longer lowering the bar to make love fit. I get it. Anything that is confusing, that makes me feel bad about myself, that doesn't know my worth, it is gone. Like, I don't even think twice. My peace is everything. I'm not settling. The bar is high because I know what I bring to the table. So, you're not making things fit anymore, collective. If it's not meeting you at your level, it's not meant for you. And you realize that you are in flow state. That's flow state. You're not forcing, you're not manipulating people because of your own selfish gain. Like, no, you're going with the flow. If they don't align, bye. Wish you well. That was a lot of cards. So you guys are definitely a part of a twin flame connection, or somebody in this reading, or just this particular message is for somebody who is on a twin flame connection. They are your counterpart, this masculine that's coming forward in growth, healing, and divine purpose. That's why it feels so intense. One flame, two matches. What the fuck? I love it. Holding you back. You're dimming your light to keep the peace. Love should never require self-abandonment. So this is definitely the energy that this toxic person is hopefully realizing about themselves. They're holding their own self back. Yeah, don't ever abandon yourself. Look. You guys are a power couple because that's on the bottom of the deck here. I'm telling you, somebody I channeled, somebody likes to gamble or is a gambler, playing games. They got game, but is it real? Keep your eyes open and don't fall for surface level charm. This person could be a charmer. Yeah. Don't think so. No. No, but your ego might want you to believe so. Anything else? So rushing things, rushing through the romance, question mark, hit pause and let things simmer. Good things take time, and so does lasting love. So take that as it resonates. I don't know. When I feel things for people, I don't say that I rush it, but I mean, I definitely understand the energy of just like going all in. I think I've learned a lot, though, not to be that way anymore. So let me know your comments, collective. Do you want anything else for this deck? Money matters. So yeah, money is becoming a pressure point in this connection, whether it's overspending, income gaps, or fear of scarcity. So remember, guys, money is energy. If you're feeling a certain way about money, it is the energy. So circle back around to that, because material is just not where it's at. I mean, people are consumed by that because they're greedy, you know? And they think it's going to bring them happiness, but not necessarily. It stings to be blocked, but try not to take it personally. Value those who value you and don't chase the ghost. Ooh, yeah. That's a message, collective, for somebody out there. What happens when you're chasing after something that is not reciprocating? It's being pushed further away. So what does that mean? If they're not there, it's for a reason. It's for protection. You're very protected. That ghosting, that being blocked, is a protection. See it as that. Move accordingly. Swipe, speak, show up, whatever your move is, now's the time to make it. Waiting won't align, your action will. Waiting won't align, your action will. I love that. Somebody needs to make a move. This is a sign for somebody watching my channel right now. Somebody needs to make a move. Is that the masculine? Secrets and lies. Not everything here is what it seems. Lies, omissions, and double lives could be distorting the connection. Something about a key and a lock. You're the key to this lock, collective. Possessiveness. Someone here is holding on tightly and is starting to suffocate the connection. Love shouldn't need to cage you to claim you. That's a message for somebody that's stalking my channel. Sounds very low frequency. The last few messages here with the secrets and lies. Money matters. Being blocked. There's some of that coming in here. It's like both sides of a coin. Someone new, someone unexpected could soon shift your perspective on love. You're not done discovering what your heart is capable of. I love this. There's definitely a masculine. This person definitely can be like buffed or just like a bigger guy. Could definitely have tattoos, because now this is the third masculine with tattoos. Could have longer hair. Not necessarily. Two of them had longer hair. It was in a ponytail. And one of them, it was short. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this reading, guys. I love you guys all so much. Please stay kind. Stay aligned. Please take the message that resonates for you and leave what doesn't. I'm reading for a mass collective of energy here. Tell me what you think about starting out with some of these psychic downloads that I've been giving in the beginning of your reading. I think it's very interesting how in the reading itself we got a little bit of everything from those psychic downloads. So Now I've done a lot for my night after work today, so now I am going to, I had my whole family over yesterday for dinner because we couldn't all get together for Thanksgiving. Everybody's in different places. This happens when you have a big family. So I had everybody over. I hosted a dinner. It was really, really nice. My daughter got to see her dad. He even came, which was really nice. He got to see the grandkids. He doesn't get to see the grandkids a lot, so that was really nice. My mom came. My dad was supposed to come. Unfortunately, something came up. We're just gonna send him well wishes and send him good energy. And yeah, but it was a really good Thanksgiving. How about you guys? How was your Thanksgiving? How was your time with your family? I hope well. Just remember, everything that's for you, collective, will always be for you. You never have to chase after it, manipulate for it. You know, what is meant for you will find you. Just know that. And just keep moving forward. Keep loving yourself. Keep aligned. It's really important. All right, I'm gonna go now, guys. Good night. I have it turned off. But I did finally sync my remote controller to my new phone, so all right, good night.